So guys, we're going to be talking today. It looks like night models have actually run into a little bit of a trouble. So there is obviously a big month for night models, right? The starter set has just been released. Pre-orders went live, so 30th of April is the official release date of the starter set. Alongside that obviously came the objective card set as well. And it looks like there has been a little bit of issue. I know that a lot of people have not been receiving their pre-orders yet. I've got a lot of correspondence from people who are basically saying that they haven't got any shipping updates. There's been no order updates whatsoever, when really the product should have been released on the 30th. So it looks like today Night Models have actually released a statement on Facebook, so we're just going to go through that real quick. And what they've said is, we are contacting you to report a production problem that occurred for the Batman miniature game Objective Card Set 1. So this product was to be sent from April the 30th, as indicated in the product description on our website, but due to a malfunction in the printing machine, the cards will not be available until Wednesday the 12th of next week, so that's the 12th of May. This obviously delays the arrival of the product to destinations by a week, and from Night Models, we want to offer you our most sincere apologies for this problem. We are aware that our clients are not at fault, and we are saddened that they are the ones who are affected by the problem. So for any questions then they list the customer services email address, and they'll try to help with any questions. So it looks like there is a reason for the delays, and they have presented us with pictures too on Facebook here. So you can see here, there are images of the cards, it looks like. I'm not sure if they're the wrong size. It's really hard to get an idea of the scale here. So I'm not sure what the errors are. It could be that these are now the actual completed parts. They just need to be actually cut up at this stage. So yeah, so this is probably the explanation for why a lot of the orders haven't been shipped, when really they should have been shipped on the 30th. So there's a lot going on here. Obviously it's disappointing. I think it's the first thing, right? That I've been waiting on a big order too, and it's just been disappointing not to be able to get it into our hands in time. I mean, I was kind of hoping for the actual product to be shipped and with me by this stage, right? Because it's the 7th, so it's been a week now. So that is really disappointing. And there's been a lot of correspondence, I think, on the Facebook comments page as well for Night Models, so presumably that's probably why they're actually issuing this out. So it's going to be another week on top of that, it seems like, the 12th, so that's Wednesday. They seem to have suggested that they will be able to issue that out. So that is disappointing. On the other hand, though, I think at least they're actually sharing this information. I'm actually really grateful for that, right? Because that's not a guarantee. I think some companies might have just sat on this and just hoped that it would go away. But I'm presuming there's been a lot of correspondence. And it's very disappointing from the sense that this is a really big month for Night Models. I know that a lot of new people have gotten into the game this month, right? Because the new starter set has finally been released, and the objective card set has finally been released, making all of the crews, except for a few, playable. So this is a huge month for Night Models, and it's kind of disappointing that they've sort of set off on the wrong foot here, especially after, you know, so much had been promised last month. You know, so much good stuff has been promised last month, and the starter set is looking great, the objective cards are looking great, and it's just, you know, it's sad that this has sort of occurred. Now, it's the 12th, so at the end of the day, personally, for myself, I'm happy to wait another couple of days. I'm happy that they've actually told us what the issue is, because I do know Night Models sometimes have issues with updating order statuses and stuff, and I think some of us in the community have been really hoping that they would begin to up their game in terms of that communication, and it really did seem like they had, right? And honestly, this does feel like their communication is getting better. At least they're updating us. I'm really happy about that aspect. I just want to know, right? I just want to know where the orders are. I will say this isn't the first issue that they've ever had with their card production, and in fact, it was issues with the card stock that made them move to a smaller starter set compared to the one released in 2020, and also consolidating all the cards into this objective card pack. So I don't know if it's just their third-party supplier that they have who supply the cards, or if they're just extremely unlucky. But yeah, this isn't exactly new. So I know that we had really hoped that the moving to the objective card set would, you know, in a single box, would sort of help alleviate some of these problems. I'm not sure if it has, but at least we have information going forward. And yeah, so I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys because I do know that there's been a lot of correspondence. I've been getting a lot of comments and questions about, when it's going to be issued out. So it's just good to have some information. Thought I would get this out for you. On top of that, though, there's still the outstanding question of where is the app? Okay, where is the Night Model app? And that is a problem that I've had as well. It doesn't seem to be available. Night Models did originally say that it would be released on the 30th of April, whenever they made the announcement. So I'm just scrolling down here to try and find it. So they'd made an announcement. They said it would be available in April. Obviously, that made me presume that it would be on the 30th of April. So it was a Friday. But since then, there's just been no real word on it. So I had actually had a little bit of a suspicion that they were delaying the issuance of the starter packs, the starter sets, and the year 1 Batman and the year 1 sort of Gordon and Flash and all the other models that were being released this month. I presumed that they were holding us back because the app hadn't been released yet, or it wasn't ready yet, and there was no cards for those models. But it looks like it's this issue with the objective card set. So I don't know where the app is, to be honest. I'm hoping that we do see it soon. If they did release an announcement like this, I imagine that it must be some far away along. So they mentioned this April, something is coming. So, it might be that they were just a little bit, they overestimated, how quickly they could get it out. Or maybe there's just been some issues with getting it onto the Apple Store. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm hoping that we see that soon, right? Because the app's really good. Now, in the meantime, obviously, we've got the BMG app that can be used on the PC. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, all the things that have been released previously, they all have cards, and there is of course the OneDrive as well, where Night Models do release all of the cards digitally for the crews, so you can see all the stats and things like that. If you are looking to plan out your crews, I'd really recommend using the BMG app or just looking up the cards on the OneDrive there, and there'll be links to both of those in the description of this video. But hopefully we see that soon on the app. I know that a lot of people are really eagerly awaiting that. It looks like it's going to be very clean. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it myself and having a look through it. So, no word on the app, but at least there's word now on the objective card set, and we have some information on why there's been a delay. So hopefully they can get this resolved, and, look, there's been an error. That happens in business. Let's just get moving on, and hopefully they can issue it out as soon as possible, and by, midway through the month, halfway through the month, by the 20th or so, hopefully we're all sitting pretty with our starter boxes and new crews. So thanks everyone for joining me today, and I hope you join me for the next bit of content that I'm really happy to produce as well. So if you do enjoy keeping up with the news, and if you enjoy the Batman Mainstream Game content, please do like and subscribe if you are enjoying this content. So thanks everyone for joining me. Bye bye.